Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be reading Star Wars Episode U. Before I say anything, this is a little off topic, but holy shit, man. Baldy's Basics and Funkin' video last week did insanely well. I don't know what happened. I don't know what. I think I got in the recommendations or some shit, but that video did insane. At the time of recording, it's at 5,000 views, holy shit, with 150 likes. And that video only asked for 10, I would continue doing more Baldy's Basics content. You guys, proved me wrong almost instantly. That video did unbelievably well for no reason. I don't know why. Why the hell did it get in the recommendations compared to everything else? Because, I'm not complaining. Thank you guys. See, and what's funny is that when I was recording the video talking about how I'm not comfortable in the developer community, quite frankly, I mentioned in that video, it's not out yet, I don't know when it's coming out, but it's coming out soon, but, I mentioned that I'm nearly at 250 subscribers, and would you know it, if I go on my YouTube channel, it's actually nearly at 350 at the time of recording. Holy shit, thank you guys. I can't believe it. I actually am so grateful. I never thought I would reach 350 subscribers so goddamn fast. Guys, it's only been 4 days and I've gotten 100 subscribers just from that one video. That is insane. Thank you guys. If any of you knew people that just found my channel from the Baldy video, if you guys like Granny, watch the Granny videos if you're interested, because they're pretty interesting, I guess. And plus it's more content for you guys if you want to see more content from me, because I have a little bit of a schedule of when I upload videos. It's not gonna be, I don't upload multiple videos a week, so if you want more content right now, go and check out my older videos, since, you know, that's more content for you guys, especially if you enjoy Granny or Slenderman or Slendrina, etc. Like, you know, just in case. And with that being said, let's begin. Let me start this off by stating what's about to become obvious. I'm a massive fan of Star Wars. The original trilogy, the prequels, even the sequels, I've watched every Star Wars TV show and played through all the games, minus maybe one or two. Now, I won't go on some fanboyish tangent about how Star Wars is my life or anything, but I love this franchise. I used to think that they couldn't even make a Star Wars movie I wouldn't like. I was wrong. Now listen, I'm not made of money. I've had enough cash to see Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, once in the theater. Now, I thought the movie was pretty good and I wanted to see it again. But, well, like I said, not made of money, you know. Well, I'm not proud of it, but I looked the movie up on one of those streaming websites, 123movies.com or whatever. I found it, albeit in pretty shitty camera quality, but beggars can't be choosers, I guess. That's not what caught my attention though. Next to Episode 9, there was another Star Wars movie. The release date said 2020, which didn't make any sense considering it was still December 2019. Weirder than that, however, was the title of the film, Star Wars Episode U. That was it. No additional name or anything. I had to know what this was. I started it up and pressed play. The traditional opening text played. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Then the Star Wars logo appeared to what sounded like a fucking nuclear bomb and exploding screaming, "Holy shit!" in place of the traditional theme song. The video quality suddenly switched to the shittiest cam rip I had ever seen. It looked like someone had sprayed fucking water all over the camera lens and the opening credits were in fucking Russian, despite the website saying it was an English version. Then a loud fucking fart was heard as the video panned down from space into some guy's bathroom as he was taking a shit. It was some normal ass bathroom on Earth in a fucking Star Wars movie. The guy finally flushed his shit-nado down the toilet. Suddenly fucking gray hands started reaching out of the toilet and trying to pull the man in as Emperor Palpatine's theme music began to play so fucking loud that someone called the fucking cops for a noise disturbance. The fucking Emperor began to rise out of the toilet as he tried to yank the guy in, laughing hysterically and shooting fucking force lightning everywhere, tearing up the walls and shorting out the power. "The Sith still breathes!" Palpatine screamed as the fucking cops started knocking on my door. The guy started screaming as Palpatine repeatedly tried to pull him down the toilet before eventually getting yanked in entirely as Palpatine crawled all the way out. I explained to the cops what happened, fixed up the door the best as I could, and went back to watching. We suddenly see what was supposed to be a flashback to the prequels of Anakin viewing the holocron or something. But instead, he sat down at a fucking Windows PC and opened some shitty Windows Movie Maker file named The Truth About Obi-Wan. The video was literally just a slowly rotating picture of a fucking piece of paper that said, "The Sith still breathes," as Beethoven's Moonlight Sonatas played in the background. This caused Anakin to start fucking foaming at the mouth and vomiting as dramatic fucking rock music played before he whipped a red Sith lightsaber out of fucking nowhere and sliced the computer in half to some shitty heavy metal guitar riff. Anakin screamed like a fucking banshee and kicked the computer into the distance, causing the fucking Wii Sports home run screen to appear. The screen cut to black as Palpatine could be heard saying, "It was the rise of Darth Vader!" What the fuck? I couldn't believe Disney would ever allow this to ever be made. We suddenly see Darth Maul walking into a fucking Bed Bath & Beyond, TM, and asking the guy at the cash register, "Do you accept galactic credits?" The cashier said, "Look buddy, we only accept cash or credit." "Galactic credit," Maul replied. "No," the cashier said. "But you said credit," said Maul. The cashier suddenly lost his shit. "Look, buddy, I don't know what fucking disorder you've got, but this is America, motherfucker! We don't take no fucking galactic-ass fucking credits. Now take that fucking devil costume off and get to the hell out of my store!" Maul paused for a minute. Suddenly started fucking annihilating the store with a force throwing customers everywhere. He started force pushing displays and pulling down the walls as he screamed, "The Sith still breathe!" as lotion exploded everywhere. Palpatine's fucking theme started playing again as Darth Vader and fucking Kit Fisto with red skin, glowing eyes, and a fucking static smile on his face walked into the store and started destroying it further. The footage cut out abruptly and the image of Barack Obama wearing Jedi robes suddenly appeared, accompanied by the text, "The Chosen One." We then cut to Count Dooku, Chewie, doing donuts in a subway parking lot. "Oh yeah!" He screamed out of the window as he threw up gang signs and started whipping. Suddenly some kid threw a fucking phone book through his windshield and he flew out of control and crashed his car into some nearby train tracks. Right as the fucking train was coming through. "The Sith still breathe!" Dooku whirled as he picked up the entire train with a force and threw it into the fucking Dunkin' Donuts. I really wish the Sith would cease to breathe. Why the fuck was so much of this movie filmed on Earth anyway? I mean, I guess it actually was a novelty for Earth to appear in a Star Wars film, but it was weird. We see General Grievous whipping his lightsabers around like a fucking spaz and playing Just Dance. Suddenly his eyes started fucking glowing. He erupted. The CGI at this part was fucking horrible. It looked like someone threw fucking plastic. Grievous parts at the screen he was supposed to explode. We then cut to a freeze frame of Grievous in a black Hot Topic t-shirt with fucking long emo hair and an Xbox 360 controller in his hand, sitting in a really emo bedroom with like 1,000 fucking posters on his wall and the text, "Get fuck out. I'm playing Mcraft," in some shitty gothic font. "What the hell?" I suddenly screamed, causing my dog to leap out of the bed in terror and smack into my nightstand, fucking collapsing it as Fido took a shit in midair. We then see a fucking red Yoda. "Still breathe. The Sith do," he said before whipping out a fucking inhaler, injecting a red saber blade from it. First Baby Yoda, now Red Yoda? Disney really was losing their creativity. The next part gave me nightmares for weeks. We see R2-D2, but it was from behind. He was on a spaceship, but it was incredibly dark. He had ejected a little claw thing that he used to hold stuff, but I couldn't see what he was holding. Then I realized it was a fucking mic! Suddenly the lights came on and R2 whipped around with a fucking man's mouth and started fucking rapping, rocking side to side as he dropped the most intense bars I had ever heard in what sounded like the voice of Tupac Shakur. After a moment I realized the beat was a fucking rap remix of the Imperial March. I screamed. R2 started sticking his fucking tongue out of the mouth and laughing before I threw my fucking computer into a wall. To my horror, the film continued to play. We see Vader trying to jam his lightsaber down a fucking sink garbage disposal. "Oh, son of a bitch!" Vader yelled as his lightsaber refused to go down all the way down the drain. Vader started fucking banging on the hilt with his fist to try and force it down, which was really fucking loud. Dust started falling from the screen and the camera would shake each time he did this. He screamed as he finally smacked it all the way in. I had never heard Vader curse before, and I never wanted to again. Ever. We suddenly then see Rey on Tatooine fighting Palpatine. "Why are you still alive, you old nutsack?" Finn yelled. I didn't even realize Finn was fucking there until he said this. "The Sith still breathe," Palpatine screamed once more. "And now they don't," Rey suddenly said before flipping into the air and chopping Palpatine's head off. The Phantom Menace credits rolled. I was in utter shock. This was how they ended Star Wars. Well, I suppose no franchise is perfect. At all. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe, as I would greatly appreciate it. And put on the post notifications so you'll be notified for every time I upload. And if you want to read Star Wars Episode U for yourself, it is in the descriptions below so you can read it for yourself. And with that being said, I will see you guys in next week's video.